Welcome to Mike Brown Barbecue. Today we're going to do country style cured sausage baby back ribs on this 250-gallon offset smoker. Stay tuned. Alright folks, so what I got here is some Smithfield extra tender, extra meaty baby back ribs. These ribs weigh 3.37 pounds, so remember that weight when you're applying your cure to it. That roughly came up to 1 gram of cure for that little rack of ribs right there. These are pretty good, pretty thick. I don't believe I'm gonna have to do no trimming on them, but we'll open them up and see. Alright, so we got them opened up. They got a lot of fat on them. I may try to trim just a hair of that fat off. I think I'm just gonna leave that alone. Fat is flavor. But they're thick from one end to the other, which is good, except right there. You got some bone shining through, but you get that on them big jobs. This right here is going to be pretty simple. What I'm going to use to season up these ribs, old-fashioned country seasoning. They got a ratio that you measure out on there in this. I just went with 12 grams. If you do put too much though, it'll be super salty. So you don't want to overdo it. All we're going to do with our pre-mixed rub is just season the top side of these ribs evenly. Like I said, you don't need to use a whole lot of this. If you use too much, it will become salty. And we'll take that, pat it in, like so. That's pretty much all she wrote. Pretty simple right there. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to vacuum seal these and put them in my fridge and let that cure set in and do its thing for about 2 days, and then we'll smoke these off. Alright folks, so we got these vacuum sealed up. And what the purpose of this vacuum seal is, it'll kind of speed your cure up and force the cure to go into the meat, and you won't have to cure this as much. And it also forces your seasoning to go into the meat also. Just overall helps things out. So we got that vacuum sealed up. This will go in the refrigerator for 2 days. Next time you guys see me is when we smoke these off. Stay tuned. Alright folks, it's the next day. Humid morning here in southeast Texas, real dewy. But it's time to throw our sausage cured seasoned baby back ribs on the pit. After curing up overnight, that's what these guys are looking like. They firmed up a little bit. That sausage seasoning is soaked down in there. The curing salt has done its job. It's time to throw these on. I'm just going to put them on like this right here and let this fat that was over here build up. Hit it from this side, and then I'll rotate them from here on out. My whole method with these ribs right here, the way I'm going to cook them today, is we're going to start out with a lump chimney charcoal and probably 2 pieces of pecan. I want to smoke these for the first 2 hours around 200, 225, and then we'll crank the heat up from there and finish them out. In all, this will take about 4.5, 5 hours to cook these ribs the way that I want to cook them today. So we got these ribs on. Let's go get us a fire started. Stay tuned. All right, folks, it's time to get us a fire started for these ribs. Just chimney full of charcoal. Like I said, it's cheap ass charcoal. Nothing too expensive. I'm po' boying it. Like I said, that's just a base for a coal bed anyway. It's gonna burn up, not providing no flavor. So we're gonna go on today is some pecan. Some barky, one piece of barky dense pecan right here. It's gonna go just like that, bark side down. And then another piece of pecan I'm just gonna put right here. The whole idea with these ribs is to cold smoke them for a little bit, let them take in some real good smoke flavor. They're cured. Technically, I can cold smoke them as long as I want to, but I don't want to be out here for a while, and I really don't need to do that. I don't want to be out here all day in this hot weather for one rack of ribs, and this is going to put some good smoke flavor on our meat. Ribs don't take in smoke very long, so at 200, 225, about 2 hours of this right here, we'll crank the heat up to about 300 and finish them out. But this is the base of our fire today. We're going to put some good pecan smoke on there. Pecan's a combination that I really like. It's really smells real good, but you can't get caught up in that smell because it'll ruin your meat. But for the first 2 hours, we'll sit here and we'll hit this with pecan. Put some real good smoke flavor. And the whole idea with this sausage cured rib is to have sausage on a stick, pork sausage on a stick. So that's what I'm aiming for here. Have that nostalgic country style sausage flavor on a rib. So that's taken off. I'm gonna go ahead, close this down to right there, let it do its thing. And I will bring you guys back either when we get ready to check on them ribs at the 2 hour mark or we manage a fire, whichever comes first. All right, guys. So we're back. We've hit our 2 hour mark. We've been smoking this anywhere from 175 to 200 is where the fire's been fluctuating at. I've been letting it soak that pecan smoke up, not getting in no hurry on it. I wanted to take in a lot of smoke. So that being said, I've taken in as much smoke as I want to on these ribs, nothing but pecan. I'll see what they're looking like. And they look nice. Look at that deep red mahogany color we got on there already. Don't those look good? So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead, turn them around to this side, it's thicker. And we're gonna go ahead and get this heat cranked up. The fire needs management. The pecan's just about all the way burnt down. These ribs smell real good. They look good. Got some awesome color on them. So we'll go ahead, we'll get this shut down, and we'll go manage fire. Stay tuned. Alright guys, let's see how this pecan burnt down. It's just about all the way gone. Got one little log right there, it looks like. So I'm just gonna turn this little dude right here. Put him in the middle. Smash these coals down. Spread them out a little bit. Put bigger wood on. Clean the front out. Dump them right back there. We'll go ahead and go on with our next wood. And our next wood is going to be some red oak. So we put pecan wood for the base. Let's soak that pecan smoke up. Now what we want to do is finish out the cook. So we're going to go on with some red oak. Right there. Right there. One piece of pecan, which the bark fell off of. Keep that pecan flavored profile going. We'll put it back there. And then one more piece of red oak right here in the front. I'm going to leave that spaced out like that. That should burn just right. I'm going to get my temp up now to 275, 300 degrees and run it right there till we get ready to wrap these ribs. I am going to wrap them. I think they need it. Baby backs are lean. We did cure them, but that don't mean they're going to be juicier. We will wrap here in probably about 2 hours. I'm going to let this run at 300, 275 for 2 hours. Then I'll bring you guys back when I wrap. So stay tuned. Alright guys, we've hit the actual 2.5 hour mark. My fire was burning so good I wanted to let it ride a little bit longer. So if we're not where we want to be right here, we'll have to manage fire again. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. I'm happy with that. Look at those beautiful ribs right there. I'm ready to wrap these. I'm satisfied where that's at. I'll show y'all what I'm going to do when we wrap these. Stay tuned. And these ribs are looking gorgeous. Got a little bit of bend to them. That's what we want. That's what we're going to do next. Just to give it a little bit of moisture. Don't need a whole lot while we wrap. Just to put some butter down. Squeezable butter. I'll go meat side down with these. Put a little bit on the back right there. Just to give it some moisture content while we wrap. That way it doesn't affect the flavor of the seasoning in any way. And yes, I'm out of black latex gloves. That's why I'm using those gloves. So we'll take these and wrap them up real tight. Real tight, right? Just like that. We'll put them back on the smoker. I anticipate these taking on probably about another hour, hour and a half to finish out. I get them thrown back on the pit, and then we'll go manage the fire. Stay tuned. All right, folks. So let's manage our fire for the last time on these ribs. You can see they're completely burned up. Smash this down into our next coal bed. And that is a nice screaming hot coal bed right there. Move it up a little bit. Ooh, that's a good coal bed. I like that. And what we're going on with next is just some water oak. At this point, all I need is the heat. So, nothing special about this. It's dry water oak that I've been curing for about a year, and I need to burn it. And one thing about water oak is that once it cures, it rots quick. You gotta burn it. So, all right, so we got that taken care of. I'll keep an eye on the ribs, and when they get finished, we'll pull them off. I'll show you what I look for when I finish out my baby back ribs. We'll pull them off, let them rest, and slice them up. Stay tuned. Alright folks, so it's been an hour and a half. I got a feeling that these ribs are done. We've been rocking a temp of about 300 since we wrapped. What you want to do with baby back ribs is you just want to feel. And I can feel that those are tender, they're breaking over. We're going to go ahead and pull these off and let them set out for about 2 hours, and then we'll slice into them. So the next time you guys see me will be when we cut in these baby back ribs. Stay tuned. Alright folks, the time has come to get these ribs cut up. Let's take them out and see what they look like. And that's what they're looking like. They look fantastic. That looks like a juicy rib there. All that juice. Now when I cut my baby back ribs, I like to turn them upside down and cut them. There's always another set of bones right here that you can't see. Oh yeah. Those are cut and tender. That's all I'm gonna cut for the moment. Damn it. Flip these back over like that. And I'll take this dude right here and show you. You can see the color of the rib is pink all the way through. It's cured, and look at all the juice running out of that rib. That is so juicy. Just look at it. Look at the juice in that rib. And the cure, this is gonna be good. Let's get the camera set up and we'll do a taste test. Alright, so we're back, folks. We're gonna give these ribs a taste test. I'll take this one right in the middle. This will tell us how good that we cooked it. As you can see, lots of juice in that rib. Juicy, juicy, juicy. So let's see what we got and how we did. The whole idea about this is that this is going to be like a country style sausage, but instead it's a rib. So let's see what we got. I think that's my new favorite way to do baby backs now. God, that was good. Clean bite right through it. You get that pecan smoke. You get that sausage flavoring. Heck, you can eat these for breakfast. Clean. Coming right off the bone. I was really worried that taking this stuff right here, because it's concentrated and you mix it in a sausage meat, I was really worried that this was going to come out too salty. But it came out perfect. Kind of spicy too. Saw that red pepper in it. And then if you really want to know how you did, come to your last rib right here. And if that last rib is juicy like this rib is, then you know you cooked your ribs right and even. And this last rib will be the smokiest rib out of all of them. Very good. It's so good. All right, folks. So this was a success. I searched YouTube and looked through YouTube, and nobody else has done this, so I think I'm the first one that's done it. Let's took a rack of baby back ribs and cured it in sausage seasonings and smoked it. These are baby back country style cured sausage ribs, and they are awesome. Shout out to Mr. Quentin Nelson for helping me fund this video, donating to my live the other night. These ribs are for you, bud. Thank you. I appreciate it. So with that being said, we're done here, folks. I'll give you a real quick recap. We cold smoked them with pecan at 175 to 200 for the first 2 hours, and then mixed in some red oak with pecan and smoked it for 2.5 hours at 300. And then we finished it out in full for an hour and a half, and then I gave it a 3.5 hour rest before I sliced into them. And they're money. The thing about a rib, when you take it and you cure it like this, it gets done quicker. And the bones don't pull back like your traditional ribs do. But it's still cooked. Still got a lot of give to it, still tender, still juicy. But that's all she wrote, folks. Put down in the comments what you'd like me to see smoked next. I'm going to try to get some more content out for you guys here in the future. And till next time, peace out. Thanks for watching.